What's the name of our business?
Oh, yes, it's Lil Learners Love Learning. So
Little learner, Lil. I
Yep,
like, I
LIL.
like abbreviations. Little learner, love
Love,
learn.
LUV, love, and then
Okay,
learning. Yep, yep. So I
nice.
try to
And
do the
where?
phony Nick,
I like it. Where can we find little learners love learning?
I do have a website
Okay.
online, and then I do also on the website there's a link to I do TikTok videos of like the things I do in the classroom. So like so there's ideas for parents on there, like making words out of Play-Doh, just all kinds of different things that I do in the classroom. I just make little clips of it. I just started like a month ago or so, just so it gives kind of ideas for things. But yeah, I do have a website, and it's Little Learners Love Learning. And yeah, and then that links to all the other social medias that I have. And I do have I have a Facebook personal page, but they also have a Facebook like a page. If parents want to reach out, I just would friend them on my personal and then friend them on that. So then I put all the videos that I do on there too. Yeah.
Okay. And of course, all the links will be available on the podcast episode. So families will be able to access. Before I let you go, we need 3 things that you would tell parents in regards, or tips that you would give parents in regards to teaching their kids how to read.
Okay. Well, the first tip we talked a lot about is just read to your kids. Yeah. Have them just build a love for learning, a love for reading, a love for books. Read fun books that you can sing, and books that have, fun pictures and stories. And then after that, I would just say the next step would be just, introducing letters and letter sounds, a real here's my fun, right? A real fun way to do that would be just like through music and movement. There's a ton of songs on YouTube with letters and sounds that you can do. And then you can also just, like, I guess with my son, like, just, when you see something like oh, there's a flower, like it starts with the sound F, or you can just kind of point those things out, like you were talking about the mom or the grandma that had was using everything in the environment. I mean, I used to do that with my son all the time when we would be taking hikes and stuff. I'd be like, oh, there's a tree. It starts with the sound, and then, moving on from that and helping him work to sound those things out. And another thing too, like when you're reading or they're reading, just always discussing the book, talking about the book, ask those higher level thinking questions, compare and contrast books, how is this book the same as the other book or different than the other book? So just doing all those comprehension, or how do you think, not just talking about like who are the characters, but how do you think that character was feeling in the book, and how are they feeling different in the beginning and the end, and just all those higher level thinking questions. Comprehension is, I think, so important, because if you read, great, but if you don't know what you read, there's no point in really reading it, right?
Yes,
So,
ma'am.
yeah.
Yes, ma'am. I'm glad you touched on that before I let you go, because comprehension is very, very important. I feel a lot of adults lack that in their what they're taking in. So please, parents, definitely check back. Like, ask those questions to make sure that they are engaged in what they're reading and understand what they're reading. Because it's one thing to be able to just, sound out the word and know the word as far as, okay, that's this, but do they actually know what that word means or the sentence means altogether? So comprehension is really important. Yes. Thank you so
Yep.
much. Thank
Yeah.
you. This is awesome. Yvette out here changing lives. She's been in kindergarten. You've been teaching kindergartens for 20 years. That's just so amazing. You little angel, you. But parents, you heard it from Yvette's mouth also. You are your children's first and most qualified teacher. So please take that role highly, 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 and step into it and own it, and understand that you are important no matter the setting of your school, whether they're in traditional school, private school, charter school, micro school, homeschool. You are the one who has to guide that path of education for your child. So do it. Take leadership and always homeschool your kids.